Alright, now I'm going to attempt to replace the axle bearings, rear axle bearings. First, mine has a metal ring, and then next is the dust cover. Alright, I got the dust cover off. Now there's two bearings, and I think I'm going to have to take the swing arm off the differential case so I can get those bearings out easier. So that'll be next. Alright, so I got the whole differential taken off. And so I put a pipe through here. See if we can hit those bearings out. Here we go. Alright, I'm got all the bearings out of this and out of here, and got that bearing out, which the race is still there, which that's going to be hard to get out. Got that bearing out. There's still the race and the cap in there, so I have to get that out somehow. So next, I'm going to put the bearing in here, and then two bearings go in here. And that's what I'm going to do next. Here's the old bearings. It's pretty messy. So I finally got the two bearings in here. And finally got the bearing in there. Sorry I wasn't able to get on video, but my hands were covered in grease and it was just wasn't worth it for me to try and video me trying to get those in there. They were pretty difficult, but I did it. Hopefully they're all good in there. Two bearings in there. Got them nice and greased up. Put it all back, put the swing arm back together. Now this is the race right here. And I need to get that out because I would reuse the races, I would think, but this one is in backwards. So that was kind of crazy. And this one has the race in it, which is in correctly. And it has the plate, which it's possible I'm going to reuse this race, so I don't have to take all that time taking it out just to put a new one in, but I don't know. So hopefully I'm getting somewhere. Thanks for watching. Alright, here's my progress on getting this race out. It's actually coming out a little bit. So I got this big bar, hex bar, and just putting it, because this race was put backwards. Whoever put this race in put it in backwards, so the groove is up on it's on the other side instead of on the bottom side. So it makes it, I'm getting it out just like this. But since yours, if you're working on it, it's not going to be in backwards most likely, so. But I'm getting it out with this hammer, wood hammer, and it's hammering out. Okay, be back when it's out. Slowly. So I got this big nut, and it just fits barely in there. And then I'm just trying to get it out of there with the force of my arm. And it's actually coming out slowly. Hopefully I can get it out pretty soon. Boom! Finally got it out. That's the race. Wow, that was a beast. Those races. Well, the only reason I could get this one out was because it was in backwards. Because if you see the thicker side, this is the thicker side, and the thicker side is supposed to go in first, but it was actually on the outside. So then I could, there's a groove kind of in there I could hook onto, which the other one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out because it's the other way around, but I'm gonna try and get the other one out. But I got this one out, which I'm really happy. 2 days to take it out, or maybe 3 days now. Got it out, so those are some beasts and a half, that's for sure.
First I got this big hex thingy bob, I don't know, crowbar thing. It's a weird thing, yeah, crowbar, hex crowbar. Just got it under that groove because the race was in backwards. Which that's probably the bearing was so terrible because they put it all in wrong. So I just got in that groove and I was able to go like this all the way around, and then I got the race flush with this, and I couldn't get any farther because then this would block it from coming up. So then I got this bolt. It was just barely fit in there, and then there was enough I could angle it so it would hit it out with my arm strength. Finally got that bugger out of there. So next I'm going to see if I can get the other side out.
Here's the other side. And this is what the other side was supposed to look like, but can you see there's the bearing race, outer race, incorrectly. And on the other side, this bearing race was in like this instead of in like this. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try to get this one out. And I'm pretty sure I have some access to the back here, so I might be able to get that one out, but I'm definitely going to try. So, I'll see you later. Alright, so this race is coming out way easier than the other side. It's crazy how easy this side is. So I took this same bar that I got the other one out with, but I used the other end, and I just put it inside the shaft place where the shaft goes, and I just put it in there. Went way on the outside, or the other rim, and just hammered it. Oh, there it comes out. That was crazy. That was so easy. There's the race, came out, and then here's the cap that helped me hammer it out. That was way too easy. That took me like 2 minutes. The other one took me 2 days, but that's crazy. And there's the race. So I can replace both races. That's awesome. Alright. So I got both races out way easier than they looked. And so now I'm going to put the new races in the freezer, and it's supposed to make them go into their places easier. So see you in half an hour to an hour, and I'll be back putting them in. Alright, see you soon. First goes in it's called the grease cap, I think. Grease holder cap. Goes right in there. Alright, so I put a little marine grease in there. And next you put in the race. So here's the brand new race out of the freezer, trying to see if it would help it go through that tight spot there easier. So we'll see if that makes it any easier. So here's the thick end and the skinny end. And the thick end goes in first, because the thin end, so here's the bearing. Bearing goes right on the thin end. So then get your hammer. I'm gonna have a look. Just tap it in there slowly. Alright, next I'm supposed to get a big socket that goes right around this race, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do some searching around for that. Alright, so I got a 1 1/8 socket. Might be a little small, but we're gonna try it. And then when you hear that dull sound, which is right there, you got it in there. Alright, so next goes in your bearing. So I'm going to put a little grease around it. Plop it in. That should be good. And then next, goes in the dust cover. Which is this little device. And it just goes over there. Might need to use the hammer again. Then it went. Pretty simple. And then you just do that to the other side. Exact same thing. Alright, so right now I got the swing arm on finally. I'm just putting these pivot bolts in. So this one I got confirmed this one does go on the left side. And here's the part. So I got all the swing arm and rear end all back together on the bike today. Looks pretty good. Got pretty messy with grease though. So it all went in there pretty well. I had trouble with the U joint or whatever you call it, and so you had to fight with that a little bit, but it's pretty much all back together. Yeah, hopefully, and I can tell it's way better, and there's no squealing bearings, and there's no crazy movement with the swing arm, so it's all in there good. Hopefully it'll last me for a long time. Hopefully. So went really well. And if you watched my part 1 and part 2, hopefully you enjoyed it and got something out of it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.